So is democracy as a organizing principle and a technology, is it a dead man walking? And is that what you're seeing in the future? And is the future going to be real freedom, or is it going to be perpetual tyranny or more tyranny?
That's the $1 million question. This is the $1 trillion. That's the game for all the marbles. Because you're exactly right. With this technological development, which I say is the
It's a race right now.
Exactly right, yeah. Because technology, of course, as we've all heard, double-edged sword. It can be used to clamp down as much as it can be used to release.
Well, with cryptocurrency, it's either economic freedom or complete economic tyranny, because they can track every single penny that you spend now.
Yeah. And in fact, that's something that I've talked about before. I've talked about the Bitcoin Psyop.
Yes, the blockchain is truly revolutionary. Yes, Bitcoin is Tulip Mania 2.0. Yes, cryptocurrency is a nail in the coffin of the bankster parasites. Yes, digital currency is a tool of the totalitarian tyrants. No, these statements are not contradictory. But don't worry if you think they are. You're just a victim of the Bitcoin Psyop.
Getting people to believe that Bitcoin is blockchain, blockchain is Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, blockchain, digital currency, all these things are the same thing. And for the non-technological, non-specialists, they sound like the same thing. But they're very different things with different meanings. And if we don't know those meanings, we can be tricked into thinking this national digital currency that's going to be issued by whatever government with directly tied to your social insurance number and your social credit score and everything else. Oh, I guess that's Bitcoin. I guess that's cryptocurrency. But it isn't, of course.
It could easily happen.
Right. But there is a decentralized path that we could be following if people knew about the existence of that path. Unfortunately, people are being deliberately, I think, precluded from that knowledge of what it is they should be striving for. And without the conscious aspect of this, without people knowing what they are doing and why they're doing it, then of course, people who have a vested interest in controlling systems like this will make sure that that's the easiest way to go. The would-be controllers of society in various forms, economic and financial and military and otherwise, of course, understand, they're not stupid. They understand where things are trending economically and socially and otherwise, and are preparing for it. A prime example of that, after the '08 collapse, you have the Bank for International Settlement working through some of its working groups, creating the white papers that are then implemented in every member country around the world for bail-in laws and other such things that will ultimately weave the banking system into an international conglomerate, even more so than it is today. Piece by piece, behind the scenes, no one's even looking at it, so that it's all the mechanisms are in place for the next collapse, which the BIS, the IMF, every other major institution is already predicting. They know that it's going to happen. Their white papers tell them it's going to happen. And now they're ready for it. And when it happens and the crisis hits, when people are in crisis mode, they're panicking, they don't know what to do, what will happen? Hopefully there will be a government savior or an international body that will come in to save them. And that's when you can implement the digital national currency or whatever final nail in the coffin of human freedom you want. People naturally sort of wanting connection with each other in the easiest way possible, and that being facilitated by technology, that's just an innate human drive, I believe. But again, if we don't have a conscious model for what we are doing and why we are doing it, then the simulacrum, to use a fancy philosophical term, the sort of light version of that convenience that's offered by technology will be offered to us in a convenient package and form that will be easy to adopt and easy to go along with and easily controlled. If we have a conscious and true understanding of what it is we're doing and why we are doing it, then we will have the motive, or we'll have at least the understanding of why we might need to take a harder path. A path that is not going to necessarily lead to sunshine and rainbows and happiness and so easy to get on the system. No, it's going to take a lot of work and effort. But why put in the work? You cannot justify it unless you have a conscious understanding of that. So fundamentally, the revolution is a revolution of consciousness. It comes down to that.